So, this is in continuation of the PTE Reading multiple choice questions with single answer. Series 2. In Series 1, we have understood the do's and don'ts of multiple choice single answers. What is the procedure? How it is scoring? How important is to identify the correct line and why we tend to pick up the incorrect answers. We also went through vocabulary list so that we command the reading passages from the next series onwards. So here is class 2. What are we going to study here? Solve again 3 passages. Understand clearly the correct and incorrect answers by focusing on the correct lines in the passage, and also to enhance our reading with time accuracy, we will study the words. Okay, so here we begin with passage 3. First thing, I will share the passage, pause the video, study the passage on your own, see how much time you are taking. Right, now the time to go through the questions. Go back to the passage if you want and select your correct answer. Here comes the list of words. Pause the video again, study every word. If possible, make notes of the words. Okay, now let's solve it together. So here we have the answers along with the explanation. Option A, sea floor. If we see the passage lines, it speaks about the iceberg grounding on the sea floor and measure the extent. It is not about the final location. So this answer is not the correct answer because the passage mentions the iceberg grounding on the sea floor in general, not the largest piece of B15. Now, what about option B? Can I take it as my answer? Option B, which is Antarctica, it says B15 are drifted along Antarctica first, but later moved to South Pacific. So Antarctica is only a temporary location. So option B seems to be incorrect. Option C, that is Chile. The passage lines like hydrophones in the Juan Fernandez Island off the coast of Chile picked up the noise. The noise was traveling, not the iceberg. So hydrophones near Chile detected noise, but the iceberg did not travel to Chile. So option C becomes incorrect. The last option, which is D, South Pacific. Late in 2007, the largest remaining chunk floated out into the South Pacific. This directly states the final location of the largest piece. So this is how we confirm that the answer is option D. Sometimes the passages are very lengthy and the option is very, very easy. Now, with an urge or with a tension that the passages might be difficult or the answers might be incorrect, don't tend to miss your scores. When it is an easy passage and an easy question, try to grab your scores. Passage 4 now. Pausing the video. Go through the passage and the options and make your quick answer. Okay, now time to discuss the answers. Option A, which is more detailed professional information. This is incorrect because it says easier for kids to understand, which is opposite of professional detail. So this passage says the information will be simplified for kids, not more technical. So option A is incorrect. Option B, A more specified and interesting description about social distancing? Absolutely. This is the answer. You can use the information below to help make social distancing easier for kids to understand. This is what the lines of the passage are. And this clearly states that the next part of essay will explain social distancing in a simpler way for children, not in a technical or scientific way. Option B is the answer. What about option C and D? Experimental evidence. Entire passage is focusing only on the definition and understanding, not on experiments. And because there is no mention of experiments, data, statistics, or the research result, option C is incorrect. Option D. Latest COVID-19 news. The text is generally explaining what social distancing is, but never the current statistics, the latest statistics. So there is nothing which suggests about the news updates or the numbers which will follow. So option D is incorrect. So where is the answer? Answer is option B. The last passage. There we have the passage and the questions. Pause the video, study the passage, select your own answer choice, and also understand why your other answer choices are incorrect. Okay, now let's do together. It is option A which says have about 12 billion neurons and cells in the brain. So what does this mean? A rodent brain contains about 12 billion. That is, 12 billion neurons refers to rodent brains, not the fruit flies. So option A incorrect. Option B, have more brain cells than rodents. In the passage we see have about 2 lakh neurons versus the continuation lines which speak rodent is with 12 billion. So fruit flies have 2 lakhs neurons, rodents have 12 billion. Rodents have more. So B option is also incorrect. Option C, can do more processing than a supercomputer. The lines in the passages, even though these brains are simple, they can do a lot of processing, even more than a supercomputer. So obviously, C is the correct answer. Option D, can't navigate and find food at the same time. The lines in the passage are, they enable the insects to navigate, find food, and perform other complicated tasks at the same time. This means the passage speaks about fruit flies can navigate and find food at the same time. So, answer choices C. Hope your answers were also similar. If not, understand with the explanation. Happy learning. We come back again with the continuation of the reading exercises. Keep yourself in practice. Happy learning. Until then.